His may not be a household name, but chances are you've never walked past one of Paul Olszewski's windows without looking in. We had a chance to speak to the award-winning Macy's window designer just as he put the finishing touches on his latest masterpiece.
I started at Macy's about 4 years ago as their director of windows, and I remember my first Christmas and doing my first set of Christmas windows. It was such an amazing feeling to be part of such a tradition of New York City. It was such a tremendous responsibility and a lot of pressure, but still it was more fun than I could imagine because it's such a great job.
He's a real good partner to work with on these things, and we have kind of the same crazy sense of humor and thoughts about Christmas windows and love of Christmas. So it's real easy. He's a great pleasure to work with and a lot of fun.
Well, one of the great things that Macy's has allowed me to do is to come up with my own concepts and designs for the windows. So it's really important for me to keep it fresh and new each year. So it's all what's going on in my crazy head. And I usually get inspired the Christmas before. So I'm starting to work on 2009 now. So it's just inspiration and inspiration. Well, last year, all the hustle and bustle, I really wanted to look at things in a more simple way, but still make them complicated. And it was a great story because I was at my friend's house last Christmas, and she's showing me her Christmas tree, and she's saying, this ornament is from this country, I got this at this age, and so gave me this. Then I looked at a simple red ornament on her tree, and she said, don't pay any attention to that, that's just a silly red ornament. And I said, that's it. I want people to look at those things and think there's magic in that too. I think a lot of people, when they see the windows, they're entertained and they love it, but I don't think they know how much work goes into it. I mean, it's a whole process all year long. I work with set designers, animation experts, musicians, because we have our own original score for each window. I work with copywriters because we write our own story, a lighting director. I mean, it's really like directing a whole Broadway show and watching it open on opening night. So I think it's the work that goes into it that people may miss sometimes.
It's easier at the beginning when everything loads in because you see all the big pieces coming in, you think you're getting a lot done, but it's paying attention to all the details that takes the time. I mean, it's great that they can come in here and put snow trucks in the street just to give it that extra touch of reality. And even here in, this is Macy's Herald Square, the building, we even have these windows inside the window. We even changed our awnings outside the building. This year we had the original ones on here, so we had to go back and rechange the awnings on the building. So it's cool, so people are out there looking at this window, looking at where they actually are in New York.
It's like making a little movie every year. It's like the biggest day of the year when the windows are finally open to the public. The day will start really early, sometimes as early as 6 o'clock in the morning. Everything's running, everything's in place. We replace the cover-up vinyl, which are on the windows now, with a static cling vinyl. And then throughout the day, it's a lot of final adjustments, fidgeting, worrying, making sure everything's right. We have our whole staff here, and then we start working with the events people and setting up the street in Herald Square to be closed for the unveiling. And it gets more intense as the day goes on. Towards the end of the day, it's fun, but it's a pretty intense day.
I never really get a chance to relax, or I'm never not stressed until the windows actually come down, because making them is really obviously important, but it's really important to me that they're working perfectly every day and everybody's really enjoying them. Every day after they open, I go outside and I stand with the crowds just to A, make sure everything's working, and B, to listen to what their reactions are. And when I see them enjoying it and going, wow, and all the kids' faces, that's the biggest payoff for me.
The crowd formed early for the unveiling on Sunday, November 23rd, with visitors filling the street on the Broadway side of Macy's Herald Square. Kermit the Frog kicked off the celebration with a sing-along, and Richard Griffith's star of Broadway's Equus read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
Santa Claus also made a special appearance to count down the moment of revelation and the lighting of Macy's famed Tree of Lights.
Paul Olszewski and his wizards have created some wonderful windows for you tonight, and some of them are special favorites of Mrs. Claus and I. Are you ready?
This year our windows are named Believe, and what we've done is we've taken all the most common and simple things that surround us during the holidays and make you believe that so much more goes into it than meets the eyes. So we've created all these machines and gadgets and kind of bizarre environments and incredible and magical ingredients that go into all these things. So we hope that you look at these things in a different way and know that there's magic in everything.
Behold the Christmas diva, Tinsel, and her crowning glorium. It comes not from where you think, but from the Tinselorium. Spun from things like sparkling wit, it's Christmas magic. Believe in it.
One of the great things that we've done every year is it's really important for me to involve the viewer. So we started doing a lot of interactivity. And this year, one of the most complicated things we did, but I think one of the coolest things we did, is make a giant arcade crane machine about 6 feet by 6 feet with the controls outside on the glass. So viewers can come in and pick up an ingredient to making a Christmas star, drop it in the chute, and then watch what happens to it as it becomes a star.
Excited spectators couldn't wait to get up close to examine the details of the 6 new animated displays.
We're visiting New York City and we're here to see the window displays. Get in the Christmas spirit, right? Is it pretty, Jenna? Yeah?
They love this. It's colorful, it's fun for them, and they just love it. Love to see different things.
I just wanted to see Santa and see the windows.
I have never been to New York during Christmas, and so this is something else. I've never experienced anything like this.
So far, the response has been amazing. People got the crane machine. Kids were playing it. They were winning. They were screaming. It was great. Everybody's been enjoying each one of the windows, and it's great.
Awesome. They're so much fun. Everyone's so excited.
It's sort of like kicking off the holiday season, you know, really starting to get into the spirit of things.
I am thinking about next year already, and I can't tell anybody before I even tell my bosses, so it's top secret. Yes, you'll have to come back next year and see.
And we can't wait to see what Paul has in store for us next year. But until then, take a peek inside the windows of Macy's Herald Square, and maybe you too will start to believe. I'm Valentine Leone for On the Beat.